Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is sponsored by Specsavers Dungarvan and takes place in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner and representing CMAC, Nick Rebranu! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing SBG Clondale,
So we got Nick Rebranu in the black trunks, blue gloves, just 19 years old. First bout, and prefers to strike, but he's up against an opponent here in Gera Undruls who has a good bit of Muay Thai and karate experience. A guy you'll know a little bit about, Alan.
Yeah, I train with Gera, and he's a solid striker, and the jits is really coming along in the last year. He got his blue belt very quickly. I don't want to miscount it now, but I think it could have been 6 or 7 months training. And
Lovely.
He really showed progression there. Obviously, from the fight kind of game, so he knew what he had to put in to get out of it. But yeah, confident young man.
Yeah, and if Rebranu insists he kind of prefers to strike and he wants to stand with a guy like Undruls, it's going to be an interesting matchup here on the feet. You can see Rebranu with all the foot movement, cutting angles and trying to create openings, and Undruls just staying calm, and he's pivoting that little hip just temporarily, like he's tempted to open up on that southpaw stance of Rebranu with a big body kick. Just waiting for him to close in there. You can see he was just waiting for the opportunity to let that right leg kick go. When you have that orthodox fighter up against that southpaw, you're looking at the lead toes and who is stepping to the outside. Because when you step to the outside, you shorten that range to land that big back leg kick, either to the body, to the inside of the leg, to the head. Just gets you into range. There it is again, yeah.
Yeah, and both fighters have that weapon, so it's not just one
yeah.
It's both.
Yeah, it's who can get the timing right first. Yeah, like we said, lots of movement from Rebranu so far. Looks like he's trying to just get his rhythm.
Yeah, this must be the first fight that's after starting a bit slower than the rest. The rest are full pace.
So some of the fighters so far have come out so far very quick, haven't they?
Yeah, it must have been a long wait in the back.
Both guys are just, yeah, it looks like they're both sort of counter strikers, and they're waiting for that opportunity to capitalise on a mistake. But we'll see. We'll see who makes the first error. Nice work. Rebranu might have got one on the cup there a couple of times and just winces a little bit. There we go, that left leg body kick. And letting loose a little bit now. Finding his rhythm, finding his timing. And Undruls trying to land those big straights. Very close first round in the books. Both fighters looking eager to get going in round two. Very interesting striking matchup so far. Two very different styles of striking, but both guys just trying to create that opening. Beautiful front kick there from Rebranu. That head kick almost landed quite flush, and Rebranu hoists Undruls up temporarily but doesn't get the takedown. He's still in on a single. Back out into the centre of this big cage. The big cage works very well for strikers, doesn't it? It's giving them loads of room to work without getting pinned against the fence too often.
Yeah, if you actually step in there, you'd be surprised how big it is in there. You're looking around. Yeah. There's nowhere to hide inside there.
That's it. We're at a UFC spec cage here, so I think it's the only one of its kind in the country. So it's It's a different experience for some of these fighters. It's a lot bigger than the standard cages you would see at a lot of amateur shows or even professional shows in these waters. There's a nice big leg kick to the, or left leg kick to the body, not a leg kick to the body. I nearly went full Mike Goldberg there, but stumbling over my words.
Yeah, and again, as you said at the start, it's open for the both of them all fight long.
Yeah.
The different stances, they're going to have that there. Head kicks, body kicks, leg kicks.
Yeah, as soon as you can draw your opponent into that distance, you can try and time it. And he tried to go upstairs at that one.
It seems like the both of them are going for that upstairs head kick. Do you know, they're trying to bait their opponents in, fade them, and then look for that high kick.
Yeah, that's the big battle when you have the southpaw against the orthodox fighter. Rebenou's a lot more active in this round. Thrown some nice work so far. And Drill's just struggling to get that read on the distance. And I think he'd like to be in a little closer and use that Muay Thai, those clinches and knees and stuff, but Rebenou just staying elusive and kind of dipping in and out. He's coming in to land his combos and getting back out of there, or pivoting off slightly just to a couple of degrees to one side, and like there he throws that 1-2 and back out. It's just not there to be touched when Undrul's goes to make his advances now. So slightly better footwork from Rebenou. We've been very impressed so far in round 2. Nice left hand, Rebenou. Lovely kick to the body again. Yeah, you'd imagine he definitely shaded that second round with that extra volume and just had a little bit more accuracy. Fascinating contest here. This as a striking matchup from a technical standpoint has looked. It's been very cagey to begin with, but it's one where Rebenou seems to have sort of found his stride a little going into round 2. So let's see what round 3 will bring. Can Undrul's maybe bring the tide back in his direction? In a matchup like this, one big shot can absolutely turn the whole bout on its head. Oh, beautiful head kick again from Rebenou. You can see just the advantage and the confidence that he has going into the third round. And
yeah, he threw a little feint just before he hit through the head kick.
Yeah.
Just make Garrett put his hands up that little bit, and then down behind it comes a big high kick.
Big deep breaths from Undrul's now, but he's still pressing forward. Made a big kick to the body, but following with some lovely knees to the body of Rebenou.
There's that Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Yeah, you can see Undrul's is desperately just trying to close the distance all the time here. Finds his back against the fence. Rebenou growing in confidence minute by minute during this bout, and using that head position well now just to pin his opponent against the cage. And that wasn't head position, that was knee position. Positioned his knee somewhere he shouldn't have positioned it, and we'll have a few minutes now of a break. So referee Adrian Albert just giving Rebenou a little warning just to pick his shots a little better in those clinches. And of course he has up to 5 minutes after a shot like this to doesn't take the full 5 minutes, elects to get back straight into the deep waters and start swimming again. Great left hand from Rebenou, accurate. Rattle the cage of Undrul's. Great entry from Undrul's and goes for that trip, gets Rebenou to the floor. If he's going to do something big, he's got to do it now.
Yeah, he's 115, 110 to work here.
A leg lock attack possibly from Rebenou as he goes for that reap, and then he ends up in that sort of 50-50 position. And Undrul's still on top if he can just keep landing shots and keep his foot safe. He could still swing this fight back his way. Beautiful back step to take his leg out of danger. Oh, there's the tap. Beautiful adjustment from Reberdo. I think it might have been a heel hook, was it?
Yeah, I think though he actually jumped the wrong way and put himself into it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Instead of clearing the foot off the hip. But obviously it was a scramble trying to get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Adrian Albert, has called a halt to proceedings after 2 minutes and 7 seconds of round number 3. Your winner,